All right, so good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is davidgoldd, as you all know. And welcome to Kokwe Radio and Television Station. Station where they give a back-to-back as they happen and as they shell for the Obodo, Nigeria. So long still on top this gizzy where they happen on top Peter Obi Brothers' house has been demolished in Lagos State. Now they bring common here and once again the update how the matter they go. Now let's make a content now so that you yourself no go there in the dark room. They talk, say you hear, say them, say. All right, Dr. Barrister, let's just come on top this interview again. Now him and Esther again, don't they differentiate reasons why the property was being demolished. In fact, they talk, say that land alone has 2 CFO. And one, now woman. The second, now Peter Obi brother. Now, we cannot talk too much of this matter because this thing now they don't accuse Peter Obi say they don't politicize the whole matter. Somebody who is not that was just called upon, an incident happened, and they went to make a video for the world to see what is happening. They say don't they turn on politics. My brother here and see waiting Barrister Darlington talk. In fact, waiting your ear go here, it go shock you. Watch out. We'll be right back.
Was it land that was allocated or the building that was allocated to you in 2003? Which of them?
It's the land.
Good, the land. You were there for 15 years. They built on it. Esther, are you listening to me?
I'm listening to you.
You were present in this Lagos. They built on that land for 15 years. You didn't claim ownership. Then in 2025, you hurriedly went to court and got whatever judgment at the back of the occupant, who said he equally have what? C of O. So who is now the owner of the land? Esther. Who is the owner of the land? We are talking of 2 C of O here now. I don't believe that Peter Obi is so desperate about land that you go and occupy somebody's land or his brother. I don't think so. There are many land that Peter Obi can buy in Lagos and do whatever. You and I know that. But they have been on this paper for over 15 years. You didn't come to claim ownership. You don't show daughter. The same GRA Ikeja. Their property was demolished because of political reasons. It was when the husband came out to tell the history and story of that land that I said, what? Teju Osho, I think she's a member of the house. And that's the state assembly. Their house was equally demolished in this manner. Without any due process, nothing.
But the lawyer of this Mrs. Deborah Oluwa Lobon, I hope right.
Go ahead.
The lawyer is saying that Obi is politicizing the issue.
Well, please leave that, please, Esther, please. Esther, if you are present, if you are alive, and your brother property is being demolished, you mean you will be a good brother to start that Kimbo and watch them and say it does not concern me?
No, Barrister, I even thought you would address the fact that this supposed lawyer, the person who owns this property, or who is a co-owner of this property, because they said the brother is part of a shareholder who owns part of the company. You did not see this person appear in court. So who did you write something
to? Listen.
Rather than having to come this accusation.
I am coming. That's why they want to put Peter Obi in bad light, and that's what I want to discredit here now.
It happened because throughout today there was people are calling him out, saying he wants to cause anarchy.
Out of ignorance. Listen, if Peter Obi did not do what he did, they will see chastisement. That look at his brother property was demolished. He did not even bother. He did not even pay attention. Is this the person that want to rule Nigeria? If Peter Obi cannot defend his brother property, whose property can he defend, Esther? Tell me. No, answer me now. The people that are talking. I have told you, Peter Obi doesn't have a spokesperson. Who will reply these people? How can such a thing happen and he's present and he knows that illegality has committed and you say you should not talk? What is politicization here? What happened? Was it not an illegality on its own? The judge was deceived, Esther. No judge can give such a judgment. Without due process, without all the parties that told you here.
Let me read this out. So we need to be in proper context so that nobody claims that anyone is being sentimental about this.
We are not. We are talking about those who said that.
I know, because we need to understand. The question is, who is the rightful owner of this property? So just here, if Mr. Peter Obi, according to the lawyer of this woman, if Mr. Peter Obi was genuinely interested in justice, he would have presented a balanced view of the situation instead of using social media as a court
Can you imagine?
Sided narratives. That's what the lawyer of this woman is saying. And that's why I'm wondering, how come this lawyer is now speaking up? This lawyer that presented whatever to the supposed defendant.
Esther.
You did not see a Peter Obi. You did not see Peter Obi's brother.
Listen.
No, hold on. I'm coming. I know where I'm arriving at. He says he knows full well that the suit number of the case in which Mrs. Olorinlogbo's secure judgment is boldly displayed on the property. The party he is fronting for. So he's now alleging that Peter Obi is fronting for somebody.
Is Peter Obi a lawyer?
No, that is for the brother now, the said brother who has refused to, whose identity is hidden. Okay, so they said the party he is fronting for has already joined issues in court, and that for the record, this is what he said. For the record, Mrs. Olorinlogbo possesses a valid judgment, certificates of occupancy, and other official documents confirming her ownership of the property. Until a court says otherwise, the property has to use as she sees fit.
Hold on.
The disturbing pattern here is that Mr. Peter Obi's current online campaign is a continuation of earlier disobedience to court orders orchestrated by his associates. In other words, the associates were the ones that did not respect court orders. They did not appear in court. They did not respect the summon. They did not appear when they were supposed to appear to give a counter affidavit to what she presented in 2023 and 2024.
Can you imagine?
That's what he's claiming. Okay. So that he should have gotten a better perspective from the person and the team of persons he is fronting for, rather than coming on social media to raise an alarm that he's politicizing the entire issue.
Esther, all those things that I'm hearing now is, by the way, when did the Peter Obi got wind of what was going on? Was it not last Friday when they were demolishing the property?
Yes,
so why are you blaming him, for God's sake?
I'm not blaming him.
I'm talking what you are reading here now.
The lawyer of the woman,
yes, he's trying to cast Peter Obi in bad light deliberately. Are you telling me that Peter Obi was aware and they did not enter?
The sound too was they were taken unawares.
I just what I'm telling you now, but he said he served the lawyer. He said he served him. He didn't wait to hear what the court had to say. Are you getting what I'm saying? He said he served him. He served him, and they went on demolition spree. He didn't talk about that one. Esther, now listen. The CO4 of that property was gotten in February 2025 this year.
Yes.
Someone signed it. Listen. Between the time this property was allocated, till now, till the time it got here, that means there was no CO4.
Yes, there was no CO4.
That meanwhile, Peter Obi's company or his brother company had been on that property for over 15 years. Esther, look at it. That means the ownership, this one does not have even claim over that land until February 2025. When the CO4 was gotten, was Peter Obi's company or his brother company not there? Did this woman make any move to tell the people there that, look, this is what is going on? I'm the owner of this property. I got this CO4. Nothing was done, Esther. Look at the criminality involved here. How do you got a CO4 for a property that somebody is occupying and you didn't let him know, and the governor signed it without doing you must go to Lands Alauta to search for the status of that property before CO4 must be signed? What are you telling me? How can you serve a CO4 for a property that someone has occupied for over 15 years now? You got a CO4 just February this year for a property somebody has been occupying for over 15 years. Esther, that means before all this time, this woman have no claim to that property. It's as simple as that. Because the highest title to any property is your CO4. Meanwhile, Peter Obi brothers company have a CO4. The son presented it. Esther, how do you now justify this?
Two people are having
CO4 for one property. The one that got it before and the one that got it now, who is the real owner?
The one that got it before.
Oh my God!
Barrister, let me play the lawyer. Let me play the sounds.
You can see how my people pay for lack of knowledge.
Let me play the sounds.
Can you see now?
On Friday, just this last Friday, we were called upon that some people came here to levy execution on Friday. We never knew about the pendants of any suit at all.
Okay.
Nothing, nobody knew.
Okay.
The suit was filed against persons unknown. Unknown persons. Was the defendant in the case. What we did was to say, let us quickly rush to the registry to see the process filed, the process they relied upon to come to this place. We now got it only to discover that they came by way of what they call originating summons.
That means you don't need to come.
And they were even claiming possession, not title, not ownership of the property. Possession.
What's the implication of originating summons?
The originating summons is that it's not an issue that ought to be controversial or contested.
Exactly.
And they were just claiming possession. Possession means they want to take over. But there was no claim for I am the owner, that is title.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't there.
Exactly.
We made copies of all those processes and walked all through Friday. On Monday, we filed our application, which was yesterday. We filed a motion, one, for joinder. Let us be joined in the case.
The matter, yes.
As parties in the case. And we attached an affidavit where we annexed copies of material documents showing that we truly own the house.
Exactly.
We attached the deed of assignment, we attached the CFO, we attached every document to show that we genuinely own the house.
Good.
We also filed a separate application seeking to set aside that order, that order of the court, because the order was obtained without the court knowing that other persons own it. They just sued unknown persons. And I can assure you that if you go through the attached evidence of service, but I can assure if you go through, you see that what they normally do is that they go behind there now, paste the court process, snap it, remove it.
Exactly.
And go back to the court.
Exactly.
To file as evidence that they have effected service.
Can you imagine?
We attacked all those things in our application seeking to set aside that judgment. We also filed an application setting aside further execution, which is what they're doing. Staying further execution, which is what they're doing. We also have a leg on injunction pending the hearing of the suit.
Yes.
We also have a prayer where we are saying, my Lord, convert this case to pleadings so that everybody will file their own side of the story. And the court will take a plenary session and hear us out.
Exactly, my brother.
That is where we are.
But they couldn't wait.
Serve, we have not served them truly, but then the registry coming to serve them. But I expect that as a lawyer, if you know, like I did disclose to the man who came as their lawyer, that there is a pending application of this nature, which applications are of grievous nature. I think the proper thing to do, the circumstances, would have been to await the hearing of that application. Then let the court rule on it one way or the other. That is where I expect my colleagues to take it to and say, oh, since they have come, since, although he's entitled to say he has not been served, but I'm also entitled to assume that having spoken to him, I'm a senior advocate of Nigeria. If I tell him that this is what is going on, he can wait. He should also indulge me. Because I will do that. And wait. It is, you are not running anywhere. It is the house. The house will not run. The house will not run to anywhere. Are you getting my point? Because the houses are fixed. I mean, the land. The houses are fixed to the land. You can't carry the land down. You can't carry anything anywhere. So what you do in the circumstance would have been simply to take time, take the wait for the process, take it, react to it, and show that you have a superior title, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, sir.
I think.
All right, sir.
So why the rush? Why the hurry?
Oh my God!
And that's why there are political connotations to everything that happens.
Exactly, Esther. Listen very well. The Lagos State government cannot tell me they are not aware because the CFO was signed this February. Why, Esther? Let me tell you the processes to this CFO. Before you want to get title for your land, there are processes. You first of all go for search at Alausa.
Okay.
Know the status of that property. When they presented this thing to the authority,
Okay.
to the authorities.
Okay.
And they discovered that somebody already have a title up to CFO. Why did the governor sign it? Because let me tell you, all the land in Nigeria, in every state, is in the custody of the governor of a state. Even the federal government cannot take it without telling the governor, please, we want to use this particular place. Can you give it to us? That is the process. That's the ideal thing. The governor has the power and authority over all the land. He's holding it in custody for the citizen of that state. Nobody can mess up with it without his knowledge. Nobody can sign CFO on his behalf except you authorize. So this CFO that was gotten just this February and the one that P2B brothers got to over 15 years ago, which one is more superior? Esther, you mean somebody did not go to Alausa and search the status of that property before giving another CFO? Nigerians, I hope you are listening. I hope you are listening. That is where we are. When P2B was talking of lawlessness, this is it. This is it, Esther. This is it. How could anybody have signed another CFO for somebody without even challenging the other one?
But the government may not. Well, this was 15 years ago.
You didn't get me.
Okay.
I said you should have challenged the CFO of the company, the one that the company is holding. Let us know that. But because they cannot, that was why they went through the back door and obtained another one.
What
Esther,
if
look at it.
No, Barrister Darlington. What if the governor did not know? Obviously.
What are you telling me? I just told you the process
Wait,
here.
now,
Hold on, Esther. Hold on.
Okay.
You are not getting it.
I want to understand.
Nobody can do that. I told you how land these documents are obtained in anywhere.
What if he wasn't shown a record of that same property being owned?
Shown?
The governor.
He should ask the commissioner for lands. Yes, he should know. Esther, he should know. Let me tell you what happened. Another scenario. Let me tell you to know what is going on here.
Okay.
There was a land somebody bought some time ago with all the title documents at Okpebi. All of a sudden, because you have not developed it, all of a the man went there and saw people walking and all that, The man went there and said, come, this is my property. What is going on here? Area boys and police chased him out of the place. Almost beat him. The man got tired and went to police. Police couldn't do anything. He now hired a senior lawyer to intervene. Barrister Mondo Bani. I'm mentioning them so that you know that I'm not talking rubbish. The man who went and did everything, went to court and everything, yet no headway. He now went to Alausa and met the commissioner of land. The man told him that, look, because of the person involved in that land, our hands are tied. Mondo Bani is alive. Asked him, he said this thing on radio. I heard him. Esther, I heard him. And that is it. Esther, that is it. Let me tell you another one that is so annoying and so embarrassing. Because someone is telling us he doesn't know. Do you see this Magodo GRA here? Good. That place was acquired under the military many years ago. For what? General Hospital. But because the military, stopped ruling over us and singing their martial music in the morning, maybe they abandoned the project. And then all of a sudden, they collected that land from the owner, so the owner gave it because it's for public use. Maybe because the head office of the capital of Nigeria shifted to Abuja. All of a sudden, somebody went there and was building. They built, even a reserve area, wetland, they built up to that place. So the owners of the land now said, but this land, we were told it's for public general hospital. What happened? After they have built to that place, all the posh houses they built there, they went to court to challenge those properties, to challenge the legality and the misuse of their property. The court looked at it and said they should go and take their land back, remove anything there. Esther, about 4 years ago or so, yes. Late in the night, the landlords carry bulldoze everything, all their own talks. They went there to demolish it. Already they have served notice to all the tenants there. They came to demolish it. In the dead of the night, midnight. You know what happened? Governor Sanwo-Olu came. He woke up by that night with a commissioner of police in Lagos State. They went to stop them there. This is a private somebody's business. So he went to stop them. Of course, the matter died. The rest is history. You and I may not know how it ended. So why did the Governor Sanwo-Olu intervene in this matter? But in this one of P2B, he said that he should go to police. Quick police. Was it not the same police that stopped him from accessing that property when it was being demolished? Is it the same police that P2B will go and complain to? No, is it fair? No, answer me now. These are issues now. My question is, why should there be 2 CFO on a property? And the Sanwo-Olu signed it just recently. Why? You mean nobody did search to know the status of that property before you issue a CFO? Esther, just February for a land and a company that have been there for over 15 years. Where was Deborah all this while? Where was she? Esther, if things were properly done, why the secrecy? No, the lawyer is saying that they didn't come. Did you inform them? No, did you inform them and they did not come? You know you don't have title to that property. You want to do it through the bank. That's why you do not inform them. There's no other way to explain it. That is why Sanwo-Olu must be involved. Let me tell you, Esther. You see why I'm calling on Sanwo-Olu? Because tomorrow it may be his own property. They may demolish his own property. Hold on. From powers that are above him. Yes, now. And he will not utter a word. I don't give you examples here. Something you can verify, something that is here. This thing is not in the moon, it's in Lagos here, and it happened. I mentioned the names. So if people can wake up and then deceive everybody, deceive the court, and start demolishing property, what does it tell you, Esther? You see why somebody should be involved here now. He should find out why one property should have 2 CFO in Lagos State. After all, he's the custodian of all this land now. Let him find out why a property should have 2 CFO. And let us know who is the original owner. And then let us know now who is the impostor here. It's as simple as that. He says P2B should go to police and report. What is that how to solve an issue? For a business and you're asking for investors. You're asking for investors. You should have done the needful. Even call P2B, say, come. Esther, be sincere to yourself. If that property were to be owned by an APC stalwart, will they do this in the deed? Answer that question for me.
Let's not infuse.
Oh, really? I should not have been.
No, because
really?
Because the government has decided to investigate the matter.
After the damage has been done.
Since obviously, if they say they were not aware, it had nothing to do with them. It's a civil matter. If not that P2B raised it up on social media and everybody's talking about it and their attention was drawn to it, they wouldn't have known. The government cannot be supervising all activities going on across all the properties across the
I am talking of those who are blaming P2B, Esther. I am talking of those who are blaming P2B. What did he do wrong here? That he raised an alarm that illegality has been committed. Is that what they are calling sensationalism? You that went behind closed door. In fact, the NBA should ask that lawyer if this is the process that they need to go through before they obtain judgment. That lawyer, they should NBA. In fact, the son should write to NBA and NJC about this matter, and even including the judge. All of them should explain why they gave judgment of this nature in a matter where a property have a CFO already. Let us go from there. Yes, they should. There are many ways to find out whether this man or woman or the other people there were properly served. There are many ways to find out. Esther, there are many ways to find out. Don't tell me that. There are many ways. Look at how the lawyer is not blaming P2B. They are now neglecting all he did wrong. Because this is not professionalism at all. It's not. It's not. It's not. You must make sure that the other party are put on notice. What happened to that principle of law that the other party must be heard? What happened to it? What happened to it? Or is that one no longer relevant? Please, from February till now is how many months? Nigerians, the lawyer said that the original document.
February till now is 5 months.
The original document was presented in court. To listen, you got a CFO for a property in February, and you got a judgment in what? In June on the same property. So how did you now serve the other party when you did not give the required notices? Esther, These people think they are clever. They are not. Seriously. The man is even indicting himself. When was it obtained? He did not even ask the woman, come, where were you all this while? All of a sudden, nobody is in that compound. You couldn't reach anybody. So, how come Peter B now noticed what was going on when they came to demolish? You mean if they have gone there to serve any notice, they wouldn't have called Peter B or the brother and say, look, court brought one paper here. Esther? No, they couldn't have done that, Abi. Are you serious? So this matter is not, in fact, is not ending so soon. Someone, you must get to the root of this thing so that they don't make you look bad in Lagos State. I'm telling you, this is supposed to be a center of excellence. All this land grabbing by individuals is very wrong. Esther, completely wrong. What is going on here?
Right, welcome back from that wonderful clip. You see, all I see in this whole matter is they are trying to create distraction for Peter Obi because he's so glaring that they're just looking for things where they could just use distract my gamma and make him mind take commode so that he will just lose focus. Because with all this said and done, this is you all of us know say this matter for real now pure wickedness for real. Now they just want to hear, they want to see his action, they want to see Peter Obi action, waiting go do. And the guy himself, they send anybody. If na court, now he's educated, he knows the right thing to do. So I don't know what this present government want. Lagos State does not belong to anybody. It belongs to Nigerians. And we are one Nigerian. You know, if you pursue this one, say now only you go occupy. You get any state for this country where I know they. I be get any state for this country where you know they. You get any state for this country where you buy, you know go see Yoruba. So why all this to ticket up and down? I mean, we Nigerians, I think by now we should by now we supposed to outgrow this kind of attitude and character. So okay now, so if they pursue Demolition brother house, they can say, he does not have power, he does not have much in Lagos, so he cannot be my brother and lie on top of this matter. You know, guy won't be on wickedness, no good. But we know say all this thing na plan work and our politics. All of us we know. We'll be saying na do or that. We know, and it's a shame on them. Because they're not even ashamed. They're just worsening the whole situation day by day. They are not even thinking of looking for a way out, a solution. Instead of that, they scatter the whole thing. Them all. So for this junction, you know, come out to make it no be like say, I to me because you see them. Then they inside bush now they go do almost so that we go figure this out. Bye bye.